Good afternoon, everybody. I feel like I need to start by saying I am not a Proud Boy. This is not a fucking Proud Boy shirt. In 2020, the Proud Boys tried to destroy the Metropolitan African Methodist Episcopal Church in Washington, D.C. The church sued the Proud Boys. The Proud Boys now owe that church millions of dollars, and the Proud Boys no longer have the rights to this logo. So if you want to support and help rebuild this church, go ahead and Google Metropolitan African Methodist Episcopal Church and get yourselves a shirt. Fuck the Proud Boys. Now back to what I was originally going to say before this shirt distracted a bunch of people in the crowd. My name is Henry DeLima. I was medically retired from the Army in 2016 after 18 years of service. And throughout my career, I've deployed several times in support of our nation's global war on terror. I have served with pride, honor, and distinction. And I am proud today to stand before you as an organizer and a member of Local 1199 SCIU. We are a union of over 80,000 healthcare workers in the state of Massachusetts. And I bet some of you are probably wondering, how do you go from 18 years of service in the Army to becoming a union organizer? It's actually really simple. After the Army, I needed a purpose. And I found it in labor organizing, fighting alongside hospital workers, home care workers, and nursing home workers who put their lives on the line every single day for our communities. And trust me, nobody is able to create a sense of urgency in you quite like a healthcare worker who skipped lunch, has 12 patients waiting for them, and is getting the runaround from their fucking boss. Drill sergeants trained us for war. Healthcare workers trained me for humility. I've spent years overseas for this country, sacrificed time with my family, hunkered down during sandstorms, felt the blast from IEDs, and drank that turpentine-tasting coffee in the chow hall. Never once did I imagine I would come home to have to protect democracy on our own soil. We didn't fight for a flag so that a tyrant could trample on the Constitution. We didn't come back to watch veterans, our brothers and sisters, be disrespected, defunded, and discarded by an administration that treats service like a political prop and sacrifice like a nuisance. On this day, 81 years ago, Americans stormed the beaches of Normandy to confront a fascist regime. They didn't ask about party or politics. They knew freedom was on the line, and they knew tyranny had to be stopped. That same duty calls us today. We face a man who abuses power, allies himself with dictators, attacks marginalized people, including LGBTQ veterans, and turns our military into a weapon against our own citizens. That is not leadership. That is cowardice. We watch them try to erase legacies of the Tuskegee Airmen, the Navajo Code Talkers, and Jackie Robinson from the Department of Defense website. That tells me they fear history, because history remembers who the Patriots are. I want to share a little bit about Eliza Ray Shoup, a transgender veteran who died by suicide this January after being denied care and dignity that she deserved. In her final letter, she said, "You cannot erase non-binary and transgender people because you give birth to more of us each and every day." That was not a surrender. That was a battle cry. We answer it by saying no cuts and hands-off federal programs that support people in need. Programs like the VA and Medicaid and SNAP. No more silence in the face of injustice. Silence is surrender, and that is not what we do. Some folks say politics and patriotism do not mix. I say that's like medics shouldn't carry first aid kits. It makes no sense. If you care about this country, you fight for it. And sometimes that means standing on a field, and sometimes it means standing on the Boston Common, holding a microphone in your hand. We remember the fallen not with flowers alone, but with our actions. We protect the Constitution not with lip service, but with our votes, our voices, and our presence. Brothers and sisters, make no mistake, just because you are no longer in, we are still under oath. We swore to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and to bear true faith and allegiance to that very same Constitution. As long as we have breath in our lungs and boots on this ground, we will not let democracy die on our watch. So today, from Boston to Normandy, we stand in the tradition of patriots who say no kings, no tyrants, no surrender. No kings, no tyrants, no surrender. No kings, no tyrants, no surrender. Thank you, everybody. My name is Henry DeLima. God bless America, God bless the patriots, and God bless our American veterans. Let's get to work.